Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, Cody Rhodes joined forces with CM Punk and Jey Uso to even the odds against the Vision. A WarGames match has been made official for Survivor Series between the two teams. That said, the American Nightmare's participation in the upcoming bout could be in jeopardy, courtesy of Drew McIntyre, who could assault Rhodes on this week's SmackDown. Last week on SmackDown, the Scottish Warrior disrupted the main event bout between the QB1 and Aleister Black by taking out the referee. McIntyre paid for his actions dearly as Nick Aldis suspended him. However, this has only further angered the Scotsman, who threatened the SmackDown general manager on X. The suspension may not stop McIntyre from disrupting the show again, as this time he could target Cody Rhodes. Rhodes' addition to the WarGames match has been criticized by many. Since both Punk and the QB1 will be in the steel cage bout, it appears that none of the men's world titles will be defended at Survivor Series. With the upcoming PLT being one of WWE's Big Four events of the year, having no world title match on the show is arguably a poor decision. Therefore, the Triple H-led creative team may book McIntyre to take out Rhodes on SmackDown, which could lead to the QB1's removal from the WarGames match. Rhodes could defend the title against McIntyre once again at Survivor Series, this time possibly in a stipulation match. That said, this is only speculation for now, and nothing has been confirmed. If Cody Rhodes gets removed from the upcoming bout and continues his rivalry with Drew McIntyre, his place in Team CM Punk could be taken by LA Knight. The megastar has been at odds with the Vision since his arrival on RAW. From a storyline perspective, he is arguably a better pick than Rhodes to fight the villainous faction inside WarGames, making him a logical replacement for Cody Rhodes. The former United States champion is set to be in action on SmackDown in the first round of the Last Time Is Now tournament, but his opponent has been kept a surprise. It's unlikely that Knight will go on to win the tournament, and since he will appear on the blue brand, the creative team could run the angle of Cody Rhodes choosing Knight as his replacement for the babyface team after a potential attack by Drew McIntyre. That said, all of this is only speculation for now. Fans will have to tune into SmackDown to see how the storyline develops. In the ever-shocking landscape of WWE programming, the road to WarGames is taking yet another dramatic twist, and this week's SmackDown may have just delivered the most alarming development of the entire build. Cody Rhodes, the reigning WWE champion and one of the team leaders heading into the highly anticipated men's WarGames match, found himself at the center of a devastating ambush that has left fans questioning whether the American Nightmare will even make it to the match. With tensions escalating, egos clashing, and factions drawing deeper battle lines than ever before, the possibility of Cody being removed from WarGames is suddenly far more realistic than initially expected. As WWE continues to blur the lines between storyline chaos and ominous realism, the consequences of Friday night's brutal assault could reshape Survivor Series in ways nobody saw coming. The attack itself was nothing short of vicious, executed with precision and intent to injure. Whoever orchestrated the ambush didn't just want to send a message. They wanted to wipe Cody Rhodes out entirely. The American Nightmare has long been a prime target for those who feel threatened by his meteoric rise, championship reign, and undeniable influence backstage and on-screen. But this attack felt different, more calculated, more personal, and far more dangerous. WWE immediately teased on commentary that Cody may not be medically cleared, a statement that echoed through the arena and triggered panic throughout the fanbase. Given WWE's recent approach to realism in injuries and removals, particularly with the likes of Rhea Ripley, CM Punk, and Kevin Owens over the past year, the seeds have clearly been planted for something major. One of the biggest questions coming out of SmackDown is who stands to benefit most if Cody Rhodes is taken out of WarGames. There are several possible culprits, each with their own motivations, but all pointing to the same outcome. Cody's removal could drastically shift the power dynamic of this looming war. The first and most obvious possibility is the bloodline. No group in WWE has more history with Cody Rhodes. No group has more reason to sabotage his momentum. And no group thrives more on chaos. Solo Sikoa has fully embraced his role as the enforcer and head of the new era of the bloodline, constantly looking to carve his own ruthless path while continuing the legacy Roman Reigns left behind. Taking Cody Rhodes out before WarGames would send shockwaves through the company and ensure a clear advantage for the bloodline, solidifying their dominance heading into the next chapter of their rebuilding phase. Another strong suspect lies within Cody's own team. Survivor Series often brings out hidden agendas, brewing tensions and betrayal from unexpected places. With allies such as Randy Orton, LA Knight, and others rumored to be joining Cody in the WarGames structure, it wouldn't be the first time teammates turned on each other when stakes rose high enough. Orton in particular carries a long history of unpredictability, and anytime the Viper is involved in a high-stakes environment, the threat of a sudden strike always lingers. While there's no confirmation of Orton being tied to the attack, fans have speculated for weeks that WWE could be foreshadowing a major turn that reshapes the championship scene heading into the Royal Rumble season. The timing of the attack is especially intriguing. WarGames is traditionally one of the most important chaotic battlefields of the year, a match where each superstar's physical limits are tested to the extreme. WWE removing Cody from the match would not be a decision taken lightly, unless it is meant to set up something even bigger, perhaps to shift Cody into a new feud, plant the seeds for a WrestleMania storyline, or even create an opening for a returning megastar. WWE has a long history of surprising fans with last-minute replacements, often using injury angles to alter the trajectory of a storyline. The question now is whether this is simply a dramatic plot device or the beginning of a much larger shift in the main event scene. Another possibility is that WWE is creating a scenario where Cody appears too injured to compete, only to heroically enter the match at the last second. This is a classic WWE trope, especially with babyfaces of Cody's stature. The company has employed similar strategies with Daniel Bryan, John Cena, and Seth Rollins in years past, heroes who arrive at the 11th hour despite overwhelming odds, using real or exaggerated injuries to heighten emotional investment. If WWE wants WarGames to end with a monumental feel-good moment, saving Cody Rhodes' return for the final moments could generate maximum crowd energy. But given the seriousness of the attack shown on SmackDown, WWE may be leaning toward a more somber and realistic outcome. If Cody is indeed removed from the WarGames match, the biggest question becomes, who replaces him? The WWE roster is stacked with hungry competitors, eager for an opportunity to shine in a high-profile environment like WarGames. AJ Styles has been vocal about wanting to get back into the title picture. Braun Strowman has unfinished business with multiple superstars in the match. Even surprise returns from Sheamus to Big E to Shinsuke Nakamura could shake the foundations of Survivor Series. Or, in a more shocking twist, WWE could choose to elevate an NXT star, as they have in several recent major events, using Cody's absence to spotlight the next big breakout performer. The storyline implications extend far beyond Survivor Series as well. If Cody is kept out of WarGames due to injury, even in storyline form, the aftermath could set up huge programs heading into WrestleMania season. The American Nightmare's journey is always defined by adversity, and losses, especially forced ones, have historically fueled some of his most memorable battles. Being targeted, betrayed, or sidelined only adds new layers to Cody's character arc as WWE continues to mold him into one of the most important champions of this era. Whether Cody remains the leader of his WarGames team, becomes a surprise late-match addition, or is temporarily removed entirely, the consequences of Friday's attack will echo far beyond one premium live event. WWE's production, commentary, and online teasers have all emphasized the severity of Cody's condition, and this is rarely accidental. When the company places this much focus on the health of a major superstar ahead of a match like WarGames, fans can expect significant storyline movement. Cody Rhodes being pulled from the match is not only possible, it could be the catalyst that changes everything. SmackDown's shocking ambush might be the first chapter in a much larger story, one that involves betrayal, power shifts, returns, and perhaps even the beginning of Cody's next monumental challenge as WWE Champion. For now, the WWE Universe is left waiting with bated breath for updates on Cody's condition. Will medical officials clear him? Will his team find themselves one member short heading into one of the most brutal matches in modern WWE history? Or is this all part of a master plan by someone pulling strings behind the scenes? Until WWE reveals its hand in the coming days, speculation will continue to run wild. One thing is certain: the WarGames match may never look the same again if Cody Rhodes is removed after the brutal attack on SmackDown, and the fallout could define the direction of WWE's storytelling for months to come. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.